The first final of the 2025 Moto BMX National Series is a go. We're now looking at two riders here. And Bo Morris are in the mix of his Bo, leading this one out here. It's the 155 of Owen Smart, doing it for Brookwood Park National Race Team, looking for a way to split up the team here, guys. So is Morris, Heaver around the outside, looking to go from 3 to 1, and I think he's going to make it stick on his team in the final turn. In and team here, 1 and 2. Heaver's going to take that win. Owen Smart for the 2 spot on the line, Bo Morris for 3. Nine to 12-year-old cruisers in final. He's the track. We'll look at the inside. Cotton's had a final start. Swales, Cotton, who's going to get it into turn number 2? Cotton's hanging on for Merseyside BMX Club. Swales for Gospel, looking and going at it. There's more high-low action coming out of turn 2. It's still Cotton hanging on. Sheffield. Oh, Cotton slides out, trying to defend his line. Swales takes it. Who's going to get 2 and 3? Here he goes in 3. That was Sheffield for 2. Put your hands together for Charlie Cotton, ladies and gents. We've had from the 13-14 across the in there and one. Jimmy Kennedy in 2, Freddie Walworth, hard knocks by coaching in there in 3. Looks like we've got Ben's T-Walk in there inside the top 4, doing it for Peckham as well as they go down the straight towards the final corner. Walworth's on the charge now. Just hold on. Alfie Sim is going to bring it to the line. Sim gets the B final win very involved. McKenna, Walworth in 2 and 3. Tom Smith Godwin, that's your top 4 at the minute. Logan Young in there in 5 as they go in and out of that second turn. James Cottrell in and out of that final corner, bringing it home, passing his teammates at the finish line. Little Cotty gets it, Robin Matter Alonso for 2.
Eden hitting it for 3, Todd Swift got them 4.
That's Eric Switty leading from the 5X and Cooper McCrum heading into that second corner, looking like we have got right out of the Hawks, Bradley Davison. He's rounding out the top 3 at the moment. A hot shot in the mix inside the top 4. That is Jacob Moore on the 10X plate in and out of that final corner. Looking like it is going to be the BMX winner, guys. Going through in 1 and 2. That's Switty and McCrum. 50. Final number 6, Hinston Shrike. These are the 15 to 16-year-old cruisers of Sean Brown. That's Sean Brown doing it for Ice Bike. Stan Palmer get ahead of the rest of the pack at the moment. Will Chapman's worked his way into a top 3 spot, thrown in under tier number 2. Wolford's come under a bit of traffic in that second corner and he's shuffled back to about 5 or 6. But Sean Brown taking it to him. What a lap that is for the Ice Bikes rider. Brown, Palmer, Chaplin, 1, 2 and 3.
That is just the case out of Braintree. Luke Davis is in there in 2. That looks like Conor Blythe going through in 3 for DC Cycles. And Pro Star trying to get involved with Connor Hedges as well. But it's going to be Josh McCates, Luke Davis is Conor Blythe, 1, 2, 3. We'll start with moving on as a mechanical in the 17th. And Brad James, Cam Chilwell and Jay Jackson, Robert Tompkins. Your B5 for 17 to 29-year-old cruiser. In and out we go. And Alexis in that lead position. Abby Pike in 2, Ian Willits in 3. Trinity Cam rounding out the top 4. AlexBMX.com. And Alexis McGarley, she's going to take the win in the B final. 17 to 29 cruiser female. Next up, 17 to 29. A final for the cruiser when it's heading down the hill. Turn Alonso in 3. Annalise Cabin Carpenter in 4. Taylor Lee Mullen rounding out the top 5. So there you go. Out in front in the Saturday kit. Gold, black and white. It's going to be Shaziwa from Mano. Hannah Drew doing it for Pro Star. She's going to take the 2. Who's going to get the 3? I'm going to feel it is Annalise Cabin Carpenter.
Let's hope this sounds alright. We're looking at Team Money zone. Out on track, 3 riders on the Team Monies. Heading into turn number 2 and they're led away by Coach Chizzy. Andy Chisholm leading this one out. Emily Ireland in there in that 2 spot for Clements. In there in 3, doing it for Team here and out there. They're heading towards that final corner. So these bunnies over there, 1 and 2. Heading down the final straight, looking like that's how they're going to finish. One Clements inside the top 3. The battle between the other 2 Team Money's ladies going off Tracy Sharp. And Grace Turner, Sharp looking like she's going to hang on to that 4 spot. Final number 12 of the leading plus women's cruiser of the Racing Nationals. She's led out though by Michelle Stoffel doing it for Gospel National Race Team. Rebecca Goll in there in 2. SJN's in there in 3. It is the 1, the 2 and the W2 occupying the top 3 spots at the moment. Anita Wong is in there in 4. But it's all about Gospel National Race Team heading down the final straight. She's going to pick up this win. Who's in there for that 2 spot? Rebecca Goll's going to take it across the line. With Sarah Jane Nichols in 3.
17 to 29-year-old cruiser final is going around racing now. So on the inside of O'Brien's in there as well. Now Moss in there in that 6th spot. The minute with Portland in there in 7. But it's round racing going 1 and 2 with a minute. Brooks and Wilson down towards the final corner. Looking like a good start to the season for the riders in red, passing their teammates at the line. It's going to be Brooks, Wilson, excellent. 1, 2 and 3, Millar in 4, Rocky O'Brien in 5.
Thirty to 49-year-old cruisers lead the track for the final. The original top corner is on the inside. Cruiser racing. Couldn't quite make it stick. Crucial. The absolute 1 and 2. Who's in there in 3? Looking like we've got Jamie Webb out of team here, but it's all about the original Tom Palmer down the third straight, chipping out of Popel in and out of the final corner. Popel hasn't got enough left in the tank to catch him. Palmer, Popel, Webb, that's your top 3. Abbott's in there for 4. Brown takes 5.
Thought this is probably for Cruiser Matthew, got the absolute blinder at the start. It's Cruiser shot into the ball. So Evans, Dixon, Eaton, Groves, that's your 1, 2, 3 and 4. And Whittaker in there in 5, doing it for the YouTubes. But Chris Evans, DC, Cycles, shot out of the cannon. That's not something I normally say about Chris Evans, but he's doing a grand job today. Special pies and a new beard, taking him to the win. Evans gets it, Dixon in 2, Eaton in 3.
40. Final 15, here's the track. Marco gets a cracking start, but it's all about the Zimmer on the inside race. On the pack all day long, and he's looking to do the same thing in this one. Oh, Bain hits the deck on the second straight. Let's hope that he's alright. Watson, Marco checking them out as they come in towards the final 2. Can anyone catch them? I don't think they can. Anthony LaBrasse is in there inside the top 3. Dave Stokes in 4 for Evolved Basketball Motocross, but Fraser Watson, he's going to take the win.
Cruiser heading downhill, good start from all these guys. Going to get the best of it all. His 43rd season of national racing. Out in front, doing it for pure bicycles. Reading in there in 2, it's like the 1996 Pro Class all over again. Pete Butler in 3.
Come on, Brett.
Archibald 4, but it's going to be hilly. National win number 28,967. Job done. Reedy for the 2, Butler for the 3. Here comes the Royal Air Forces now. That's O'Brien in the mix. Looking around, seems to be going to plough into it in this next turn. Dives underneath. So Julian Allen, Matt Haywood, Darren O'Brien into the final turn. Who's going to hold on to it? Timmy Turnbar for the B final win. Down the final straight. Julian Allen holding on to it. Taz O'Brien for the 2, Matt Haywood for the 3.
Final 18 hits the track, the 55 plus cruisers on the go, and it's stepping in at the moment to who's on the inside of Madrid. He threw it under and he popped out in that second spot, so it is Benter's Madrid at the moment out front. Who's that in there in 3? Looking like Raymond Reeder's worked his way into a top 4 spot, in behind last year's national champ, Big Mick Goff. But it's all about Bentley out front, flying away with it for Allen's Factory Supercross. He's going to take the A final win. Who's in there with him? Chris Badger for 2 and Big Mick Goff in 3.
He's going to seize the 301. That belongs to the results. Next it's in there coming from Peterborough as well. And the decoy rider Harry Powell is inside the top 4, but he's left the door wide open in that second turn. Henry Dodd, Midlands BMX Club, into the final turn of the 7-year-old B final. He's going to bring it home. Henry Dodd's going to take the win. Pros Leon Krzyzosiak in there in 2, Harry Powell in 3.
And you got BMX race team, who's in there with him? Looking up, we've got the 1, 3, 4. Finley Thomas on a GT Factory. Jones leading out. Thomas into Winslow. We're going to see who's in the back of the pack at the moment. Got a bit of work to do. That looks like it could be the 0-4-2. Bringing it around. We're on with Hensford. And Knight's running around in that final corner. Jones under pressure. Here comes Thomas looking for a late charge. That's going to be Black BMX Club picking up the top 3 spot as well.
Swank, Blackburn, all in this one, DC Cycles and Oscar Marco heading into that second turn, out in front. Team, I think it is Arthur Mason in that second position. Big pressure coming up, Joel Pritchard trying to get involved for the Hawks as well. He's in there in 4, looks like Gilbert. Out of across in there in 3. Last straight action. Marco under pressure from Mason. Who's going to get it at that line? Marco, I think.
He's on track with 6 coming in as an ultimate charge to start. She's going to get over that so he's out front at the moment. Hot shots in there in that 2 spot. That's the 604 of Emma Dean out of Royston Rockies. Here comes the Brunty Massive getting involved in all the action. Florence K. Broadwood Park National Race Team. The 11 players worked their way through into a top 2 spot. The 7. Rosie Geddes has come through as well into a top 3. So it is going to be Lamb, Kay, Geddes, 1, 2, 3. Hot shots. Dean is going to pick up that 4th spot.
Taking the lead, Jack Kitchen, so Kitchen, Giles, Certain, Kitchen, Giles, and Ollie Bird, right team one rider, all involved in this one. Graham Cock as well, I think, out of LBG National Race Team, but it is going to be Kitchen and Giles taking it to the line. They're going to go 1 and 2.
This seven play right over the line, start the top. CTR in the mix inside the top 3. That's Holly Richardson, but it is a 976 and 814. Out of Peckham BMX Club, she's picking up that 2 spot. So as they come in and out of that second corner, Lee, Montfort, Richardson. Here comes the imprint of Bonnie Dudley Evolved Collective. She's into the top 4. Who's that in there in 5? Looking like she knows Green Academy. Maisie Surtees, she's going to run out the top 5 spots. Dudley with a late charge on Richardson to the line. I think Richardson hold on to that ball.
And that looks like the rider out of Radco racing Sebastian Hewitt inside the top 4. It's getting very, very tight. McAvoy's trying to work his magic in those turns yet against Steinmetz. Getting caught up on the back of the pack. But he's cornering Hewitt. McAvoy. That is your 1, 2, 3, 4 takes back there in 5 corner. He's going to take the win. He's cornering Hewitt. 1, 2, 3.
Towards that first corner, and it is a 6 plate on the inside. Green shoots charges with the second side. Sammy Hughes on the 635 plate. That's going to be your 2 spot as they come on now. GT Factory in there as well. That is a long Campbell on the 3 plate doing it for Gosport. But out front looking good, Poppy McCurdy. Now that looks like it could be Evie Dyson in there in 4, chasing down Hughes down the final straight. Keller with a late charge herself. She's going to go from 3 to 1 down that final straight. And Shuffle Code
Trying to come for the disappointment of that semi-final. 15 next is in the wrong side. That's going to be Sam Riches. His lap is over. So it's Crockwhite Backwell going 1 and 2. Hamill in there in 3. Leo waits inside the top 4 with Bishop in 5. So Archie Rockaway, absolute fighting for Moto, going to take the win in the B final. Backwell's going to get that too. Oh, sorry, Ronnie.
The first semi-final of the 20-inch classes hits the track, and it is the 6 and numbers 3 in the corner. It is to the outside, Estevez leads it out the 403, and then behind him, that's Jack Bird out of decoy, looking like the northeaster coming up through as well. Luke Barron on the 509 plane, that's your top 3 as it stands. Who's the team bunnies rider inside the top 5? Looks like that could be Lockwood, I think it is the 277 in the 4. That is going to be Jetson Fight. In and out of the final 2, we've got a scrap on our hands, ladies and gents. Estevez taking it down to the line, here comes Burn. Estevez hands onto it. Burn for 2, who's going to get 3 on the line? That one was tied, Luke Barron.
Well, during the presentation for the 12 winners, we're going to start as soon as the cars are finished. Oliver Bridle checking out like Lou later on a 9-dart finish. This kid has gone. That is Benji Ross Foster in there in 2. Lou and Jamira dreaming about those mum and dad's beef curry in there in 3. Becky in 4. Catkins in 5. But it's going to be Oliver Bridle taking the win. Benji Ross Foster in the 2. Lou and Jamira in the 3. So you will go as our girls, the Anderson on the big start, as the girls of these, she's in the board, she's got the scenes to make it happen. Meanwhile, Anderson, you want the 564, that belongs to Unite out of Carmel. Hattie's doing it the hard way, she's going around the outside. Sophia in there, it's how she hung on to it, I have no idea. What a save, in and out of the corner. It's going to be Sophia Rees, Esme Anderson, Unite, Hattie McGoldrick. That's going to be your 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's bring the rest of them home.
Final 31, these are your 8-year-olds, and it's getting busy down the hill. Check out Teddy Norton, he's looking at the whole shot, he's looking right, let's go on the first straight. That's the whole shot line. The Rapid Romans making moves in the back four. That looks like Jeremy Clayton inside the top 2, but he's got a rider right there on his left-hand side, trying to work his way through. I think that was Arlen Payne, bringing it up down the 3rd straight, then Gorman from Payne. Yes, it is headed for the final turn. Clayton's in there in 3, Burnfield's in 4. That looks like he could be in. Finley Kerr in 5. Last straight action, Teddy Gorman. He's your 8-year-old winner for day number 1. Tie on the line for 2 and 3, Payne on. Eight-year-old girls all above them, who's on the inside? Looking how we have got a 366 in the back of the line out of Manchester, sorting the race. Started drifting it to the right, now she's holding up the pack in there in 3. Ryder's diving on the inside, but it's getting busy out front. Divine leads it. Jewish in there in 2, looking for a way round. That looks like it could be the 657 of Mabel Pine, your British champ. She's into the top 3. Look at the high low from Jewish out of the final corner. Divine, Jewish, 1 and 2. Is that how they're going to finish? That one's getting tied. Divine hands on. Pine's in 3.
as well. So Brendan moving his way up into 2 now, in there in 3. Moto, one rider in there in 4. That's going to be Ethan Knight. But it's Henry Sullivan, Crucial Racing out in front. Peredni, he's chasing every inch of the way. Oakley Hill's having a great up this time around. He's going to get himself a top 3. It's going to be Sullivan, Peredni, Hill, White, Zapanos. That'll be your top 5. Into the track, good start there in the field. Looks as good as all the next one. Into that second position, 296, that's Lauren Snell, the birthday girl. Turning now, she's in there in 3, Dyson in 4. GT going through in 5, that's going to be Megan Keller. But it is Phoebe Miller, Moto 1. In and out of that final turn. She's going to bring this one home, Miller, for the win. Absolute bicycle run across. Are they going to pick up the 2? Yes, they are. Ella Grant for 2, Lauren Snell for 3, Dyson.
Ten-year-old boys in the final. He's the track. Gaussie's taking the lead out of the set to the national champ. And you can finish champ for last year again. Here's the net. The Scottish up for charring with it. But it's all about the 0-1 and the 1 at the moment. Shaw, Dowsing, 1 and 2. Who's now picking up 3? Looking like that it's a 7 playing Jack Bantam. He's got the 3 over X4. Squirming all over his back wheel. Even Shaw, Pro-Star BMX on the charge. In and out of that final corner. He's going to wrap up the 10-year-old boys in final down to the stripe. Dowsing behind him, belting in 3. Put your hands together, ladies and gents, to the 10 player George Spencer. 10-year-old girls hit the track, looking like you're working the 7, Holly Bishop. Out of the lane, number 1 is her flying star. She's going to watch her. Looks to be pushed out. That's the 10 plate of Molly Thompson. Tomlinson just shuffled back slightly. So Bishop needs it. Webb is in there in 2. Who's coming through in 3 and 4? Looking like we've got Maya Colizay in the mix as well. Inside the top 3, looking for you. Around the outside of Webb in the final turn. But it's out front with the world number 7, Holly Bishop. Canada will catch her. Not today. Halo Wheels race team. Your race winner, Holly Webb for 2, and Maya Colizay in there in 3.
This is going to be an absolute battle in the final. Here comes Preston Nimo's powerful. Freddie Ray Owen in there as well as they go in and out of turn number 2. It is the GT factory rider. He's the winner of the British champion, Colin Hemphill, leading it into the final corner. Jacob Anderson's right on his back knee. It's going to be Hemphill, Anderson, Monroe, 1, 2, 3, powering 4. The LCC boys all getting involved. Lady Leopold's now, Maisie on the inside, in there, 1 and 2, Grace with that inside the top 4 right now. We've got Amelia Rowe in there from Bradford as well, in that 3rd position. She's under pressure as they come out of turn number 2. Betty Mills and Maisie down towards that final corner. Betty's hoping it will be the lead now. Well, looks like she's going to hold on down the final straight. Mills, Egan, Grace, look at that. Is she going to pick up the 3? I think she does.
The penultimate final, Brian, he's the track, beating it to Brian Snell. He's got boundaries inside the first. it. It is Billy out front. We've got two B-strong riders and two rub racing riders in this one. Rollins isn't done yet. He's tracking Billy down like he's hunting prey. Billy, Rollins, Bell, Jamira, Smith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last two in action. Rollins calls the corner. Cole quite took under soon enough. Billy takes it. Rollins for 2. Bell for 3. Jamira takes 4. 12-year-old girls hit their track. 2 hard ones by coaching ladies are charging for 2 of them. Pure White skins out on the E3, playing the 4, and the E2 in hardness of his Pure. Hard knocks, 1, 2, 3. Hyder leads in Gerard. 4, 6, 2 and 3, that looks like the 2 Penny Elizabeth Moto pull in there in 4, but Iris Hyder running away with it into the final turn. 4, 6 coming back in a team and down the final straight. Iris Hyder takes the 12-year-old girls a final win. Grace Gerard, Brooke Bullsit, Elizabeth Moto pull 2, 3 and 4. That is a block number 1 done, ladies and gents.
The 55 and 13-year-olds changed the Moto Storms who are just quickly inside. Ryan Richards, Kurt Stork is settling out his tyres, he's in there in 4. Moto's getting involved as well, about 500 caution having to lose in that turn as they head towards the final corner. It is Roger Stork, he's committing 1, 2 and 3. He's been rotting the pick, he's right into the top 4. Moving well. We're having that to the ones that is in nearly behind him. Freddie Richardson has worked his way into a top 4 spot. Here comes Nathaniel Eames, he's on a charge. Worked his way up to 5, he's in nearly behind Ronnie Richardson, Freddie Richardson. So it is all about Lawrence and Alonso at the moment. Who is crew working out front with Lawrence. He's going to pick up this B-final win down the final straight. Lawrence, Alonso, Richards, Richardson, Eames, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15-year-old goes to B-final, is on track, and through. Elijah Jamira after he almost pulled off the move of the year. And we're only around 1. He's in there in that 2 spots. Got unlucky through the second straight, but he's having a flyer at the moment for Rab Racing. Got Green Machine in there behind him. That is Ollie Kirby. Old Jamira slides out in the final turn. Let's hope that he's okay. He's just checking himself. He's all right. Straight back up to his feet. Final number 5 hits the track. 16-year-old girls B-final. We're headed towards turn number 9. Alexis McCartney on the inside. Alan Swank to Superclass. Ice Bites factory team, Imogen Cockrell on the template. That's Hot Shot in the mix as well. Isla Radcliffe on the 14. That's your front 3 as they go in and out of turn number 2. Rencho Racing, Smiley Maloney in there in 4 on the 20 plate. Here comes the battle out front though. Cockrell looking for a way round McCartney. Out of that final corner, McCartney, Cockrell. Who's going to get this win down to the line? I think Cockrell might have just nicked it. Back to final number 4. There we are. This is the 17 to 18-year-old Elliot Block. He's out front. The 44 plate in there in 2. That is Laminac O'Reilly. The 11 plate in 3. Josh Williams, BMX winner photography. Put your hands together for the 26 plate of Joshua Simpson Jacobs. He's up and finishing his lap. Final number 7, the 19 to 29-year-old B-final hits the track back on the inside to the then Penny's getting busy, he's in the middle of the pack, in there in 3 in the moment, Keanu show for Kelly, he's alright there behind him, having moves put on him himself, but he's managed to fend them off as of yet. Cannons, Kay, Penny in that order, in out of the final corner. Here comes Dan Kane, the UK hasn't got enough left in the tank. Looking like Cannons might just hang on to it. Hot shot. Nearly in this one out.
He's got a 9 podium there behind him. That is Dominic Elliott out of Brixton BMX Club. Churcos, Elliott. That looks like David Knowles in the ring 3. The 22 plate in for John Perkins out of Brixton, in and out of that final corner. Well, looking like Churcos is going to take this one, the final win for Pure Bicycles. 60-year-old B-final hits the track. Looking like we have got a last one on the outside. After he slid out in his semi-final, but he's on fire in this B-final. Caden Bunning there in 2, who's up picking up 3. Got to be Henry Rayner out of the Evolve Collective, bringing it on through that third straight. Got 149 in there as well. Malachi O'Reilly in and out of that final corner of Rap Racing. That is going to be Eli Smith taking the B-final win right the way across the stripe. We are in Final Racing, ladies and gents, the 13-year-old boys are right now. Oh, Perkins, Howell, dashing for 3 on the moment, Roland Nelson's up to about 4. Who's on the outside looking like Ethan Crunch Martin? It's getting busy in turn number 2. Elbows of White, Nails is hanging on to a top 4. But GT Factories, James Miller is checked up on the rest of the pack. JP's in there in 2. Miller, Perkins, Howell, there's your 1, 2, 3 of the 13-year-olds. Final number 10 hits the track, the 13-year-old goes all again. The automatic electric pulling out of this inside. Shooting over all day long. Yeah, that first corner, it is Kiss, leading it from the 5 in the wall. That's the 2 plate of the Ruby Warren. In there in 3. Where is Naira O'Connor? She's in about 7 at the moment. That looks like it could be the Titans rider. Holly Diver, she's on the 11 plate. In there in 4, just had the moves bringing on her. In and out of that final corner, that's Martha Cotton. Making her way up to 4, but it's going to be Kiss, Lauren, that's your 1, 2, 3. Right, 14 time goal. This is an absolutely massive injury, but it's falling fast riders. Cottage in there in 4, shot in 5. That looks like Hamilton in there in 6. Smith got it in 7. Ian Hindley styling it away in 8. He knows his lap is done. But it is Kirby Rayford in and out the final corner. Rayford, Osborne, Lynch. That is going to be a 1, 2, 3. Conti for the 4. Shaw for the 5. Hamilton for the 6. Top. Right, here we go, 13-year-old girls. Heading down the hill, 20-year-old inside. Salty face here, heading down that straight, that is Pellereau. She's worked her way into 2. It's all getting mixed up behind us now. Abilene trying to get involved for Pro Star, but it's Katie Miller into the final corner, leading it out. Pellereau's might just left us up a little bit too much to do. Miller, Rowe, Giannino, that is your 1, 2, 3. Taking it to the line, symbolically for the 4. The 50-year-old boys on the go time, yes, is on the blinding gate out of the middle. It's time to Tiny S is up to about 3 at the moment. Just in front of me, you can see that Harley Tomlinson is getting busy trying to go around the outside. But it's Gumpy having a flyer out front. Gumpy, James, DS, that's your front 3. Got to be seen in there in 4, but Amos Gumpy, no one can catch him. That kid is on fire. 15-year-old girls on the track, Aileen Watson has a left foot heading for turn number 1. Watson leads it out, here comes the E4. Watson can't stop, won't stop Brown. Looking for a way to that top spot. In and out of turn 2, Brown throws it away. Straight out of the textbook, page 62. She now leads this final. So it is Brown, Watson, Burge. That's your front three. Burgess and Bunyanina down to the wire. Watson Brown takes the win. Hayley Watson for 2, Grace Burge in 3.
60s outdoor, this is going to be an absolute battle tonight. Got to start against second spot, playing back into 3-4. Ollie Cropping in there in 5. As they go in and out of turn number 2. Stay strong, Clark and Kent. Into the final turn. I think this is a horse ride one as well. Completely talking about that. Kai Bowen. Noah Evelyn, Kai playing Nathan Barata. Oh, the 16-year-old girls, let's have a look who's going to be first to the rise. But it is Chase Marriott now, who's in there for Naples. It's Amelia Emily. Works away into 2. Ruby Morsey's in there in 3. Lottie Barnett in 4. Jumping Chase Marriott in and out that final turn with W4. Picked up that plane, Rock Hill, South Carolina. She's going to take an national win. Emily for 2, Morse for 3.
The gate goes down the 17 to 18-year-old Jamaica. Josh Shaw's on the party. He's in for the hard knocks crew. Who's in there with him? Shea Young is having an absolute blinder as well. Up top 2 spot is on it. Someone in 3. Who's in 4? Looking like we have got Alfie Holloway coming from Green Machine. Last turn action at Gerard. Running away with it. He wants to retain that one play on the front of his flag. Also the pressure from young Gerard hangs on. Young for 2. On Echelon rounds out the podium. Final 18 hits the track, the 17 to 18-year-old girls heading for the turn. Aperture on the inside, Gerard eats it out there. There is Gerard in 2 to 20, played E3. That's Yetska Headstock going for Icebikes Factory team. Who is in 4th in the other lady, working her way around the outside of the Retro Rider. So it is all about DC Cycles at the moment. And Meekin puts up pushes on the speculated pressure from Metal Gerard. Down to the wire, who's going to do that? One was close. Metal Gerard meets it on the line. Look how close that is.
That team's just going to get the final. This one's going to be absolutely massive. Have a look at the goal, Schwartz in there as well. Here comes Callum Chadwick, put down the inside. Jim Seaman's making news as well. This one's absolutely all over the place. Here he comes to the final turn. Savage. Bradshaw's on the back of Savage. Can't quite make him steady. Callum Chadwick put for 3. James Seaman, Ruben Smith. Team to 29 girls are going. That's the way it's last. Kevin hits the deck, slides out in the corner. All up, he's gone. Hannah June in there in 3. They're going to be pursued by the man at the 14 player, Annabelle Townsend. Meanwhile, in and out the final turn, Evie Madison, Annie Madison, Mills on the back of Evie. Who's going to get it on the line? Alan Just. Sorry, Evie just ran. Too many E's.
The Masters on the go. Brazil's had a blinding gate. The Justice on the inside. Inside in the turn. Brazil, Lucas, Brunius, Martinez, Irwin, that is your front five. Here comes Higley's up to 6, but the battle is out front. Out of Brazil leads it out. As Lucas got enough speed now, the goes straight to make a move in the final turn. Brazil, Lucas, in that order. Here comes Brunius, looking for a late charge. Brazil, Lucas, Brunius in that order. Final 22, the 40 plus women, Aura Girl, Rebecca Bowles will turn away across. She wants to go back, she's in the direction. Leads in the national champion last year. Man, Evan Stock was getting busy down the first stroke, but she shuffled back to 3 as DC cycles and Anita 1 has worked her way into 2. So it's goal, 1. Hemstock, that should run 3, 4, Clemens has worked her way into 4, that's Annie Chisholm in there in 5, doing it for Team Monies, with Clay Albert in 6, Rebecca got wrapped up another national win.
Next program veteran. Right, here we go with the veterans, going to go hill, blue, on the inside, oh, Simon exits the wrong side. That's his lap all the way as they head in and out of turn number 2. Beaumont in controlling this one. We've got Fraser Watson working his way on, and Salt tapping away as well. Jurgen's pushing in about 6. And it's all about Scott Beaumont taking it to the line. Boom takes the win. Danny T just about for 2. Matt Barnard for 3.
The gate goes down and the Brad Bess on the go. The European champion is coming out. Still out in front, Augie's in there in 2, who's in 3, looking like it could be Archibald. It's getting busy into the turn. There's elbows flying, Vincent Price is up to 4, Jules Allen, Timmy 2 more, scrapping it up with Clayton Eddie Nelson, heading down the through straight, but Alan Hill, 2 for 2 for the day, in his 43rd year of national racing. That's one way to start off the season.
The world is going on the inside, James Taylor on the outside, two riders left the track as they go into that second turn. It's between Bale and Clitheroe. Clitheroe's whacking it up down the straight, making his move now. James Clitheroe taking the lead into the final corner. That new tyre punch is paying off. He's going to take it to the line. Clitheroe and half. Oh! Clitheroe half burn Toka. What a lap.
Final 26 is to go. Championship in the shot. It's going to be a Chalice, 1 and 2 Bellamy squeezing on the inside of Sheila Harvey into that second corner. It's all about Chalice at the moment though. From Mayrow an absolute running away with it. Headed into the final corner. Hook doing all she can to close the gap. Out of that last turn, Chalice, Hook, that's your 1-2. Bellamy's in there for 3. Sienna Harvey in 4. Put your hands together for Laurie Runners and Tia Gaynor, ladies and gents. Riding out of pure bicycles, Harrison Bell. For Bristol BMX Gate Simpson. Out of GT Factory, Harry Tanner. Ice Bikes have got George Hunt. Out of Birmingham BMX Club, Bradley Russell. Out of Crucial Racing, Taylor Hunt. Out of Birmingham for Sean Tires and Josh Norman. I'm doing it for B Short Race Team on the 22. Ross, the boss, Colin. There goes down Superclass Final here the track. The boss is on that 2-1.
Nice one with the team, Harry Tapperson there in three. That looks like an info who's coming through in five. That's George up working his way in, but it's all about Ross coming out the moment. It's 3 this July, showing us just what they can do after his successful weekend. Last week on Ibarra, Ross Cullen picks up the first national win of the year. Just more than Harry Tanner at 2 and 3. That's your Superclass Ben podium, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a presentation in the foyer, I believe. Oh no, no presentation in the